let's go on the record. We are on the record in the matter of Michigan Foreclosure Solution LLC versus Carl Roy and Catherine Roy. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Schlesinger, standing in for the attorney of record on behalf of plaintiff.
Okay, P number, counsel?
No.
No. Mr. Schlesinger, counsel, we are on the record. Unbelievable. Mr. Schlesinger, we are on the record and you're taking a phone call? You're muted now. I can't hear you.
I apologize. I was on with other court. I thought I muted myself, Judge.
You were muted, but we are on the record and you're taking a phone call?
No, it was another Zoom that was on my phone. No, I'm not taking a call, Judge.
Your P number for the record, counsel.
58756.
Miss Roy, your name for the record, please.
Catherine Francine Roy.
Where's Carl?
My husband died 3 years ago.
Okay. The court apologizes for your loss in that matter, ma'am.
Thank you.
And counsel, you and Miss Roy were able to speak in a breakout room, correct?
We were, Your Honor. This is it's a post foreclosure action that was filed. My client had sent out after the purchase a notice for an inspection of the interior of the home and got no response. So we filed this action. I was able to speak with Miss Roy. She has indicated that she is going to contact my client so they can schedule the inspection. Based on the same, Your Honor, we'd request a 2-week adjournment for that inspection to be conducted. If it's done, then we'll dismiss this case, Your Honor, so she can have the balance of her 6-month redemption period.
Okay, and counsel, are you removing Mr. Roy, or is that name remaining on there?
I guess because he was an owner of the home, we will keep it on there. But I understand, the situation where he's deceased. So essentially, assuming the house was held by Mr. and Mrs. Roy as tenants by the entireties, essentially she'd be the sole owner. But I think just for title's sake, I think he should remain on for now.
No, that's appropriate. And so we can move this to October 1st. Does that work?
Yeah, that works fine. So Miss Roy, by October, if before October 1st the inspection is completed, we'll be able to get this dismissed.
Okay.
Okay, so let's set this for 10 a.m.
Number 1, 10 a.m.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, would you please state your full name for the record?
Jason Curtis for the record.
All right, thank you. And today is I'm sorry, just one moment. We have this time study that I have to make sure I'm logging things for. And okay, all right. And sir, I'm sorry, counsel, today is a scheduled for the probation violation hearing where it's alleged your client tested positive for codeine and marijuana on August 13th and cocaine and marijuana on August 20th. And your client's currently on probation for possession of controlled substance. I know it says technical violation 2, but I believe it's technical violations 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, but oh no, 1 and 2. Okay.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, and counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. I did have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Curtis regarding the alleged violations. At this time, we are prepared to waive any sort of contested hearing and enter a guilty plea on his behalf.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give in this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you heard the allegations that were placed on the record, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to those allegations, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you've gone over your advice of rights with your attorney for probation violation purposes, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand all of those rights.
I do, Your Honor.
You also understand that by entering into a plea, that you'll be waiving some of those rights.
Yes, I do.
And you also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that the recommendation in this matter is specifically for under advisement status to be revoked, continue and complete all terms of probation, pay a $50 probation violation fee, increase testing and attend outpatient substance use counseling. Understand that's the recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand this court can adopt that recommendation whole, in part, or not at all.
I do, Your Honor.
And knowing all that, do you want to continue with your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, if you can please party your client.
Sure. Mr. Curtis, are you currently on probation out of the Wyandotte District Court?
Yes, I am.
As a term and condition of your probation, are you to not test positive for any drugs or alcohol?
That is correct.
Did you in fact test positive for codeine and marijuana on August 13th of this year?
I did.
Did you also test positive for cocaine and marijuana on August 20th of this year?
Yes, I did.
And you understand that those are direct violations of your probation?
Yes, I do.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the probation violation. Indicate technical violations 1 and 2 will enter based upon that plea. And counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like you to know that Mr. Curtis has been on probation since April. This is the first time he slipped up. He's been nothing but open and honest about it. He's not trying to deceive the court in any way. He's extremely apologetic for his actions. Your Honor, I would just ask that the recommendation be adopted on behalf of Mr. Curtis, as he does have intentions on moving forward and not violating and completing his remainder term.
Okay, if I recall correctly, your wife was just here.
I'm not. Yeah, she was here. I'm not her attorney or her, so I can't really speak.
No, I'm just trying to make sure I have the connection correct in my head. Because you both had your daughter here.
Yeah.
That was here.
No, my wife's in county now. Yep.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
Sir, why can't, what's going on?
I've been doing well, Your Honor. This is my first slip up. I've just the stress with her and trying to get back in IT and work and not getting interviews and stuff. So I got overwhelmed. I slipped up. I'm not making excuses. That's all. I just had a slip.
Twice.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not sure what the codeine is. I think that's just migraine medication. I had a bad headache one day. I took 3 of these migraine pills the day I tested. I'm not sure why that's there, but everything else is me. So.
All right, so you need to make sure that you're reviewing the ingredients on everything.
Yeah, it was over the counter. I didn't stress about it, but apparently, because I don't know.
I don't think codeine would be an over the counter medication.
Right. Again, I have no idea why that's there. Everything else I understand what happened, but.
Have you cleared up your warrants at all?
I've cleared up Dearborn and Lincoln Park. I owe a lot of money, so I haven't dealt with Dearborn Heights and Taylor yet, because I owe almost $600 to Dearborn, $700 to Lincoln Park, $1,400 here, and $341 to Woodhaven. So I'm trying to pay those down before I contact additional courts. I've also paid 3 reinstatement fees on my license. I've taken care of anything that can take my license away again. So I have my license to stay, which allows me to work. I grossed over $1,100 last week, and if I can continue doing what I'm doing and just get everything paid off, and I think I'm going in the right direction, Your Honor.
You are, but I will let you know if I revoke your under advisement status, say your license will also be suspended.
Well, I would beg the court to please not do that if at all possible, if the court would consider that, but I understand if that must be done.
When's the last time you tested, sir?
A week ago today.
So if you were to test right now, what's in your system?
I think still a declining amount of weed. I haven't used anything in 7 days, 8 days, something like that.
Well, why would you have used 8 days ago, sir?
I don't know. I make no excuses, ma'am.
Sir, you have pending violations here. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for your court date, you're still using marijuana.
And again, dropping my wife off at county and working 50 hours and again, I just got overwhelmed. I sought counseling. I'm trying to deal with it.
Please explain to me. How does using these drugs that are not prescribed to you, sir, how does that help your stressful situation?
Well, it didn't, and I'm working to find more healthy, effective ways to deal with stress, Your Honor. I really am.
There's nothing else in your system.
There could be some level of those in my system still, but I have not used anything in 7 days.
So you used cocaine again too?
A week ago, Tuesday, yes.
Well, I'm going to presume there's going to be another violation coming through. What'd you do? You used right after you tested?
I did.
Counsel, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not this time, Your Honor.
What'd you use last week, sir?
Cocaine and marijuana, Your Honor.
Here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to have you continue to complete all terms of probation. The court's not going to revoke your under advisement status at this particular moment so that you can maintain your license.
Thank you, Your Honor.
However, this court's going to order 5 days jail. I'm going to suspend that jail. That means, sir, if there's another violation, that jail's on the table.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to leave it in the discretion of your probation officer as to how she wants to handle what shows up on the next drug test.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have a $50 probation violation fee. You have to enroll and participate in outpatient substance use counseling, and you're going to have increased testing. Sir, there will be mandatory revocation of your under advisement status and mandatory jail for any other violation.
I understand.
You and your wife both have an issue. Then not playing around with it at all.
I understand.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, hoping that I'm not going to regret this.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
So as to not have you lose your license. So that you can continue to work and clear up your license, your other tickets.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
You
you.
have a valid license even though you have these other outstanding warrants?
They're not the type that suspend your license, so it's unpaid tickets and they're warrants, but it's like only the no insurance or driving on a suspendeds were the one that were directly affecting my license. According to the Lincoln Park judge at this time, I am clear on my license.
Can we confirm that with the Secretary of State?
Yeah, I mean, I paid the reinstatement fee and I check about once a week. I log on to Secretary of State to make sure that it says still valid. Because of all the other open tickets, I try to keep an eye on it.
All right, sir. You also are going to attend the fan meetings once per month.
Yeah, I have 2 left as a part of, I was assigned 3 in the beginning of probation. I've been to 1 and this next one's tonight in Sterling Heights.
You attend the one in Sterling Heights?
I was told just to follow their Facebook page and catch the monthly fan forum. This month's fan forum is in Sterling Heights. The last one I attended in August was in Warren. They're definitely have not been around the corner so far.
There's a Downriver chapter.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I started attending them because I had it in the beginning.
Does your daughter know? about this with you and with you at least?
Yeah, my daughter knows. She's not happy, but you know, she doesn't stay with us either, Your Honor, so.
All right. Make sure you stop and see Ms. Shine, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. You're on.